Hi everyone, I am Sharadamani, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce. Today we discussed about the powers and duties of the auditors and the secretaries. Okay, let's see. The auditors and secretaries hold pivotal distinction role in corporate governance. Auditors are independent professional focused on verifying financial accuracy, reporting on financial statement, and detecting funds. The securities ensure legal compliances, manage board producers, and handle administrative statutory and documentations duties to ensure regular compliances. The power and duties of auditors comes under the Companies Act 2013. The powers are access the records. The first and foremost thing is for access the records, and this is the right to access book of accounts, vouchers, and records to hold and sustainability companies. The information and explanations are obtain necessary information from officers and the employees. The next one is attendance of meeting. Entitled to attend general meeting and receive all the communication regarding them. The next one is branch audit. Authority to audit branch office or engage other qualified professionals. The duties are the report to the members. The submit the report of the company financial statement and accounts. The compliance are adhere to auditing and accounting standards. Inquire on matters. The inquire into specific areas like loans and advance made on securities. The detect and report fraud. The report on any fraud identifying during the audit. The powers and duties of the company secretaries are the first one is administrative control, the authority to maintain statutory regulations, records, and the company seals. The issuance of documents, issuing, notifying for meetings, and authenticating documents. The next one is advice board. It providing advice to the directors and the responsibilities of the role of the auditors is mandatory to following these things. The first one is core duty. The independent financial oversight of public funds, key powers of or the examining the accounts, completing record and production, conducting the financial and performance audit. The impact of the auditor is the ensuring public money is spent wisely, efficiently, and in the public interest. State auditors of the public funds are the, for example, Vermont Auditor of Accounts. It is the constitutional officer elected to a 2-year term. Audits all state accounts, funds, and financial activities, conducts financial performance, and in investigating reviews. The next one is Auditor General, the independently elected officer auditing financial accounts of agencies, boards, and commission to receiving a state fund, including the school and districts and state application universities. The next one is State Auditor. It is the constitutional officer conducting the financial, single, and accountability, cybersecurity, and performance audit of a local government and state agencies. It is the investigating waste, fraud, or abuse. The next one is the role of facilitating the operations. The core duty is supervising officers and services to expedite to day-to-day operations. The key powers are keeping minutes and records, to receive, transmitting official messages, purchase supplies, managing payrolls, maintaining public records. The impact is ensuring smooth administrative functioning and efficient management of legislative and financial information. The secretary the Secretary of U.S. Senate historical and operational hub. For example, the Secretary of the U.S. Senate, the responsibility is supervise extensive officer and services, needs state records, handle official communication, manages the payroll, acquires suppliers, educate pages, and maintain public records. The coordinator major technically invites for a legislative uh, and financial information management. The distinction power, shared goal, the accountability and effectively. The auditors focus on how money is spent and if the program meets the objectives. And the secretaries focus on how the operations run and how information is managed. The common ground of both are the circular of the government, both of the circular for the government to initiate the transparency and the effectively public services. The conclusion of the pillar of the governance is the auditor ensures financially integrated and accountability. The secretaryship ensures the operational of efficiency and record management. Together, they from essential pillars, supports and public trust and effective governances. The auditor and the auditor, the role is appointment the auditor of auditors and personals, registration of the auditor and going to the specific notices, the eligibility and the qualification of the eligibility, qualification and the disqualification they narrated, and the recommendations of the authors, the powers and duties of an authors and the auditing standards, the segment of auditor reports, uh, and the signing of the audit reports as authorities to attend the meetings, the publishing the principles and the cost auditor, the first these are the roles of the auditors. So thank you for watching.